Hi everyone, welcome back. Annie and Zamil in the studios.
So that's the hot job tips that's brought to you by mystarjobs.com.
Now, it's very interesting. It says a lot of things. It says, look at the interviewer in the eye, dress appropriately, do not fidget. So these are tips coming in for any one of you looking for a new job or planning to jump on to another exciting career. If you're going for an interview, these are probably some of the things you need to look forward to.
And if you're going for the job interview during the month of Ramadan, I know it's going to be another level of challenge.
That's true.
But yeah, keep yourself hydrated during sahur. At the same time, make sure you eat proper meals during sahur too.
Yes, that's right.
And get enough rest.
All right, so now we're moving on to our first topic of the day. We've got Malaysia's emerging ETF market in 2014. Let's welcome our guest in the studios. With us is, next to Zamil, Encik Madze Othman, CEO of IVCap Management Sdn Bhd, to tell us a little bit more about, well, ETF and what it's all about.
That's right. Good afternoon, Encik Madze. How are you? Salam Ramadan.
Salam berpuasa. Selamat berpuasa.
Maybe for the benefit of the viewers, maybe you can introduce us. Tell us more about IVCap Management Sdn Bhd.
Okay, IVCap Management Sdn Bhd is actually a licensed asset management company. We are governed by the Securities Commission. The license that we hold is on Shariah-Compliant investment, which means that all our products or investment services that we provide would be Shariah-Compliant. So we are in the business of issuing investment products. In this case, what we're going to talk a bit later on is on exchange-traded funds. That's one of the things that we have in our stable at the moment. We also have wholesale funds, and we also do investment on a direct mandate basis. So those are the three areas that we are actually operating at the moment. But purely all our investment, all our operations are all Sharia compliant, Islamic asset management.
So we were made to understand that ETFs, it's actually, it behaves like a unit trust, but it can be traded like a stock, right?
Exactly.
So you get sort of like get best of both worlds, right? But what is essentially ETF?
Well, you're right. I mean, you can be considered as a product hybrid, actually, investment product. So this is an investment product that is available for all investors in the market, retail and institutional as well. It operates like a unit trust, but it trades like a stock. So you get the best of both worlds in the sense that because of, if you're familiar with a unit trust, a mutual funds, it's a collective investment scheme. It's a fund structure, actually. But the difference is that you can actually buy and sell or trade the ETF on the exchange, just like you buy and sell stocks, for instance. So that's the beauty of it. So in the unit trust, you have to go through probably a sales agent, or you got to fill up forms and stuff like that. But in this case, just like you buy a unit stocks, you just need a CDS account, a trading account, which is very convenient. Between 9 to 5 throughout the day, you can actually trade. The other thing is that this is actually an ETF is actually a it has a benchmark index. So what the fund actually does is actually to track as closely as possible to a particular benchmark index. So in our case, we have Dow Jones Islamic Malaysian Titans 25 and the Malaysian Islamic Dividend Yield Index. So that actually follows the index. We do also have, I think there are 6 ETF at the moment in the market. You also have a KLCI ETF, where that ETF supposedly track the performance of the KLCI. So that's how it actually works.
As you mentioned, when you talk about unit trust, again, everyone's quite used to unit trust, and they're very used to working on stocks as well. But if you look at ETF itself, could you maybe just highlight a little bit for our viewers, what would the advantages be like if they were to sort of invest?
Because a lot of people will know that unit trust is sort of low risk, stocks are high risk. So is this somewhere in between?
It is. Again, like I said, this is a combination of both, actually. As far as the risk profile is concerned, of course, because just like unit trust is diversified, so you have a lot of stocks in the ETF, just like a unit trust. But the key difference, and probably the key advantage for the ETF is actually the low cost, the cost efficiency of it, actually. Because for ETF, if people want to invest, you do not have to pay any front load charges. So you don't have to pay sales charge of what you would experience with a unit trust, for instance. You have a tune of between 4 to 6%, for instance. In the ETF, because you can actually buy and sell through the exchange, that is just your brokerage charges will be the the cost involved for you to actually invest into those kind of products actually. And when you talk about brokerage charge, it will be up to a maximum of 0.7%.
And the investment amount, what is like?
Just like stocks, you can buy as low as 100 units of the ETF.
Or to any amount.
To any amount.
Okay, so there's no limit for the investors if they want to look at.
Yeah. There's no limit for that. So that's one of the key benefits of that. And the cost efficiency is definitely one of the key things. And that's the what investors would get and actually will benefit by investing in ETFs.
Right. And what sort of ETF that we have in the Malaysian market right now?
Currently, we have 6 ETFs. We have we are managing, IVCap is managing 2 of the ETF, both Shariah-Compliant, as I mentioned, which is the big cap Shariah-Compliant stocks, and also Malaysian Investment Dividend Yield, which is, it consists of high dividend yield stocks in the ETF. So it's a bit different in the sense that the high dividend yield, it has a bit of a flavor on small to mid cap stocks. Perhaps going to be a bit more of a high risk involved there, but obviously, you know, in the question of timing, you probably can get a higher return.
If you don't mind me asking, what's the difference when you said Shariah-Compliant and conventional ones? If you can just highlight, what's the difference there?
Shariah-Compliance in the sense that because it's all being managed and the composition are all Shariah-Compliant stocks. As far as the stocks are concerned, they are all within the allowable business activities that's allowed under the Sharia principle. On top of that, the management of the fund is in accordance with Sharia principle. So even when there is a cash component inside the fund, we place it in any Islamic banks actually. So all in all, is end-to-end is Shariah-Compliant.
So it's open to non-Muslims to invest as well?
As far as investability, it is open to any investors. It's just that if you have a preference for the Shariah-Compliant products, because of the Sharia principle, as well as you can be considered to be an ethical investment for Sharia investment.
Basically, if you have the mullah, spread the wealth.
I know, I was about to say that. Got the mullah, just take it on. You know?
What about this MyETF DJIM25? Sorry if I mention it correctly.
Yeah, I think I haven't finished about the questions that you were asking about how many ETFs, because there are 6 ETFs. We manage 2 of the ETFs. We also have China ETF. We have KLCI ETF. We have a bond ETF, which are actually managed by 2 other asset managers in the market. So, there are 6 ETF at the moment, and the other one is actually ASEAN ETF. So what it means that for those investors who buy those ETF, you have exposure into like the Southeast Asian,
foreign markets,
the foreign market, for instance. So it's an easy accessibility for investors to have without going to buying all the underlying stocks.
But it's safe. It's safe to trade.
It's safe.
It's safe to trade.
Yeah, it's just like a unit trust. It's secured in the sense that you have a trustee, you have parties who are actually overseeing it. So it's not something that is not backed by any other assets or whatever.
Okay, so it's all legal, all safe.
Yes, very much.
Mullahs are protected.
Yes. Yes, very, very safe actually.
Right.
Very safe.
All right.
We're actually running out of time.
I know, we're running out of time, and we just got quite a number of other questions. But however, if somebody wants to reach you or IVCap, where can they go to? Can they go to your website, or how do they?
Yeah, we are contactable at www.ivcap.com.my. We even have information about the fund, which is at myetf.com.my. So all information about the ETF. In fact, we do have some literatures. We do have some information that is useful because for Malaysia, it's considered to be new, but it's actually quite big globally on ETF. So there's a lot of literature there for investors to know more about the product.
Fantastic.
ivcap.com.my, right?
Yes.
Yes, or myetf.com.my.
Okay, so ivcap.com.my or myetf.com.my. We'd like to say once again a big thank you to Encik Mat Zee Othman, CEO of IVCap Management Sdn Bhd, for bringing this very interesting topic. And again, for you out there, extra cash in your hand, you might want to invest that. I mean, don't just keep it in the bank, but you know, invest it.
Invest it now. Who knows, by the next Raya you'll be woohoo.
That we got to ask the expert. Okay. Coming your way, we've got more. Don't go away. Stay with us here on Hello On 2.
We're going to take a short break, and I think we're going to bring you some hot flavors.
Yeah.
Yep. Authentic Ramadan delights, I think. And at the same time, we have some promos along the way.